Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate Anime and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the Made in Japan playlist on the Crew Motorfest today. I figured let's finally get to that playlist now. I've done a couple of playlists outside of what I've already played, so let's get into it. I do wonder though if things have changed, because I have heard that a lot of the playlists from the beta, dialogue wise and even content wise, has actually changed since the beta. So let's see if I can spot any of the changes in the Made in Japan playlist.
You discover almost everything the Japanese drivers have to offer.
Alright, there we go. Made in Japan playlist. Now, I think this playlist actually might not be too long. It might actually be a really short playlist, so hopefully that means the video won't be too long. Which I don't think the last video was too long either. Like, we were maybe no more than 50 minutes, so did pretty good on the last one. So let's head over to the first race in the Made in Japan playlist. Alright, let's see how much of this playlist has changed since the last time I played it on the beta. I did hear they did change just a little bit of things, so who knows. But I still like the intro. But I find it funny, and I just noticed this, they put traffic cars in the intro, or like for example the Camaro. They put the traffic version or variant of the Camaro at the car meet. I don't know why that is. It's kind of strange. Okay, that's new. All the characters have like a whole like intro. But they have like names and stuff around them. Oh, what? Oh, we just cut the whole intro out. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it was a bit of a long ass intro. Like introducing, like, you know, the whole entire playlist and car culture in Japan, but that kind of sucks. They took out all the intro of like all the people. Well, that just goes to show you that not everything you see in the beta actually makes it to the final game, and that long ass intro at the start of the playlist is definitely not in the game anymore. It's definitely not. But here we are doing the first race in the Made in Japan playlist, driving the brand new to the series, the Crew series, that is, the Honda NSX. It's an old car, but new to the series. It's nice to see some different cars for once. I can't imagine how this thing will look customized. I wonder if anybody's actually made any anime Itasha raps for this as well. In fact, I think after this playlist, I'm gonna check and see if anyone has made any anime Itasha raps and start searching through the vehicles, because there are some really cool vehicles I would like to check out. So yeah, I figured, you know, since I've already played this playlist already, I won't put too much of what's going on in here. You know, I'll only cut in maybe every once in a while when I have like an opinion on this playlist. But for the most part though, if you've been keeping up with me on the channel and me playing the Crew beta of the Motorfest beta, you've already seen most of this, so this is nothing new. Well, yep, there we go. One race down in the Made in Japan playlist. Let's head over to the next one here. We are going to be driving an R34 in this playlist, it does seem. Oh, there they go again, putting in the traffic cars. Kind of weird. Nevertheless, though, we get to drive Godzilla. R34. Nice, clean, and pretty stock, actually. That's pretty stock. Ooh, look. Mitsubishi GTO. And I see a RX-8 up there. Now, interesting thing, and also the biggest complaint right now, is the fact that a lot of these playlists are giving you loaned cars, and you can't actually like use your own cars in the game. Well, interestingly enough, I did discover while playing a little bit of the beta that if you have, for example, in this particular race, if you have a Nissan Skyline R34, the same exact one as this, but customized, you can actually race it in these playlist races. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the same right now with the full game, because that was the beta. Again, things change. But, unless you have that exact version, like, you actually can't use any of your cars in this race. Like, for example, like if I brung a different car into this playlist, like everything that you see right now on the screen, the balloons, the decorations, you know, all the Japanese dragons and stuff like that, you wouldn't see that. It would just give you like some standard race with standard racers driving standard cars. And I don't know how I feel about that. It's just weird. I mean, I get it. The playlists are really cool, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, you got all these cars here, especially for people who transferred their Crew 2 catalog, would really like to use their cars. Especially when I finally decide to transfer my catalog over to the Motorfest. I would actually like to have my catalog on here and be able to use it. So who knows, maybe these are just like the first couple of races, you know, when Ivory Tower starts adding, you know, updates to the game. Maybe in the future we'll be able to use our cars on those type of events, but for the moment, it does seem that we are kind of stuck using loan cars. Although I did see some playlists that did seem like they wanted us to go out and buy some cars for certain playlists, so I don't know. I guess technically we'll be using our own cars, but we have to go out and buy them. And just like that, I got second place. I don't know if I'll be able to get first place, but I do believe if we stay in this position right now, we'll be able to complete the playlist. Because I do think we just have to be in the top 3. And I guess moment of truth. Yep, just reached top 3. So we're good. We're good. So yeah, that's the second race down in the Made in Japan playlist. Let's head over to the next race. Alright, here is the next race here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you had a little Toge race with the RX-7. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully I'll be able to handle the car much better this time around compared to the last time I played this race. I was having a little bit of a problem. I think I actually had to turn on the assist because I think at some point I actually turned off the assist. I ended up turning it back on. So right now I don't have any of the assist on. Let's see if I've improved.
Alright, it's just you and me this time.
And I think for this one we'll definitely have to come in first place. Alright, so this car is just really slippery and slidey. Even though I know for a fact this is not the drift version of the RX-7. It just seems to like to slide a lot. Yeah, see? I'm not even trying to do that. I'm trying to take the corners,
This technique isn't easy,
nice
but
and
when you pull
slow.
it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive.
I'm just gonna have to bump
Never
you out the
too
way,
much.
sir. But yeah, I'm trying to take the curves as legitimately as possible. But this thing just likes to spin out or get loose at the turns. Alright, so far so good.
There's a tunnel coming.
I am
Gets
keeping the
tricky
car
at
on the
high
road.
speed. Make sure you don't lose control.
I'm doing way better than I did the last time. Ooh, just slipping and sliding out
That's
here.
the best and also the toughest part, so stay sharp.
Okay. But yeah, this car is just sliding by itself, honestly. Because so far, out of all the playlists and out of all the cars I've driven, like, this is like the only car that's truly sliding. I guess you could say the muscle cars, the Mustangs I was driving, were sliding a little bit too in the corners, but I don't know. I just feel like, this car shouldn't be doing that. At least if you're not trying to do that. If you're trying to do that, then yes, it should do that. But if you're not trying to do that, then I don't think this car should be spinning out the way it is. Alright.
Watch the car.
Whoa, what in the world? What's happening? What exactly is happening right now? Is the game frozen? Okay. I think the game has glitched out on me. I've never experienced this before. The game has been running pretty smoothly the whole entire time, but this is a first. It's like I guess what? The game has run out of RAM, maybe? This is weird. This is very weird, and I can't get out of it either. Am I going to do that whole entire race over again? I mean, I guess I'm gonna... Wait, can I rewind?
Let's try that again.
It has been a while since I've come across this problem, so we'll see what happens. Is it gonna reset me? Or is this game gonna freeze up on me? Okay. I think the game has given me its first glitch / problem, which is kind of a good thing. I've been playing this game for hours and hours now, and I haven't had a problem since, so yeah, that's interesting. I'm thinking I have to restart the game, unfortunately. Alright, so long story short, I had to restart the entire game and start from the beginning of the race. And so far, I think that's where we got frozen there.
Okay, you got me fair.
The game seems to be running a little bit better now.
That playlist.
Hopefully we don't go through that again. But that is so wild, though. To just have it freeze like that. And then at the end of the race, ugh. I'm pretty sure it's just like a little bug that's currently in the game right now that will easily get fixed at some point in time. But yeah, no worries though. Like I said, the game's been performing pretty good the entire time since I played it. It hasn't really given me any problems up until, well, just then, as you can
What a
see
win. The
on the
best of
screen.
many,
But
I am sure.
yeah, so far so good. Alright. I guess we should head over to the next playlist and hope the game doesn't freeze or crash on the way there. Alright, so here is the next playlist. It says Ebisu style. Oh! Alright, so we're gonna be doing a little bit more drifting. But again, in a lone car, in the RX-7. This mission I definitely remember. But at least now I think I have the drifting physics down to a T. So it shouldn't be too hard. I wouldn't say the way I can drift, or the way I'll be drifting, will be record breaking, but it's bearable and doable, so let's go.
Hey Hotshot, it's me, Hinata. Incredible, you did beat Hayato in that toga duel. I knew it. There's something about you. Hayato is one of the best racers I know. Kudos. Who knows? Maybe Motorfest will get you drifting there someday.
Every time I hear this, it makes me wonder, like, are we gonna get some type of, like, maybe Japanese DLC? Maybe?
My modded RX-7, tougher yet still elegant. That is my RX-7 2.0 for you. Because Japanese car culture isn't only famous for its drifting history, it also brought modded cars to another level, among many other things.
Alright. I think we should be able to knock this one right out of the park. Yep.
Come on, you're almost done.
Totally
Cruise
easy.
that beauty to its limit. You have my permission.
Nice move.
Let's see. Not bad. One thing though, you gotta keep the combos up, or you really won't get any, like, a really good score. See, like 125 is alright, but I know there's some people out there who probably sitting at around 500,000. So you just gotta keep the combos up, and also get a better drifting car, or better yet, just upgrade this one if you buy it. But yep, that's another race slash challenge down in the Made in Japan playlist. So which one? The Made in Japan. Oh, is this gonna be the drag racing one? Yeah, it is a drag racing one. So this is kind of like the American Muscle playlist, but difference is all Japanese cars, and the last one was all American Muscle cars. So really, it's kind of the same if you think about it, but one's catered to the Japanese car brand and one caters to the American car brand. So pretty interesting though. And the road is not sectioned off like it was in the American Muscle playlist. That's why I was really surprised when I saw the drag strip that they gave us for the American Muscle playlist. It was like sectioned off, so I thought we would be racing against other people. Alright, let me get focused here. So, drag racing has kind of stayed the same since the Crew 2. And I don't mind that. I prefer it. You really gotta get good on the shifts, or you're just not gonna get a good time. Yeah, like, see, that was horrible. That doesn't even qualify. That was really bad. So that's why I said the shifts are really important here. Get the tires heated up. Alright. Probably should have used the nitrous at the end, but we should be good. Yeah, that was definitely better. Yeah, like a whole minute better. Alright, this is the last one. Even though I think we should be good, so I'm not too worried. Alright. And it's a little bit slower, but still good though. I think as long as we get like at least one passing time, we'll be good. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one. Nothing really to talk about. Nothing special. Just keep it moving. So let's head over to the next playlist. Alright, here we are at the next race in the playlist. Okay, it's not the last one, but I think it's the second to last one. It's giving us an Evo, but a special edition one. I hope Ivory Tower adds more Japanese cars to the game, like maybe like a hatchback Type R or something. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy we have the NSX. I'm happy that we got the Toyota Supra. And it's nice to see that we got even the newer Toyota Supra, but it would be just a little bit nice to see some more Japanese vehicles. I do know we have the S13, S14 coming into the game. That's later on, I think like next month or something. And same thing goes for the Nissan 400Z, or just a Nissan Z. That'll be coming out soon. So I mean, yeah, they do have some more Japanese cars coming, but I hope they bring more in after that, you know, because I don't want them just to bring in, you know, the cars that are in the car pass and just be, you know, one and done and that's it. You know, like I want them to continue bringing in some new cars, you know, along the way. And I do think the R32 is also in the game, I think. I only say that because it popped up in a trailer a while ago. Haven't seen it get shown in a trailer since, so I don't know, and I can't truly confirm if the R32 is coming to the game, but we can only hope. It was shown in the Car Pass trailer, so I can only truly assume that it'll come eventually throughout the Car Pass. But when exactly, I truly don't know. I hope it comes soon though, because it would be nice to have the R32 in the game. Man, just like that, we're in first place. The only car that's really giving me a run for my money right now is the red NSX behind me. Gotta master that corner. This car is obviously performing way better than the RX-7 was in the mountains. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the RX-7 just gets way too loose. So it's honestly just like the car's issue, really. I mean, I probably assume if you upgrade it, the handling will be a little bit more tighter, but for the most part though, like that car was really loose in the corners. It was like driving a muscle car. And I think we should almost be done with this race, and then we can move on to the next race. This playlist was extremely short. Extremely short. I mean, like, really short. Might have been shorter than the American playlist, actually. Heck, might have been shorter than the Donut Media playlist, but this was a really short playlist because we're almost done here. And I haven't even breaking into the 30-minute mark yet of recording. So that just shows you how short this playlist is. So I don't even have to go too far. Alright, this should be last race with the special Toyota Supra. I like this intro. All the cars just driving in at once. See, this is how the start of the playlist should have been.
Hold on.
That is so sick. I like that. The pack. Yo, that is awesome. I really like how Ivory Tower really just put this game together. They did a really good job. Especially this. Look at this. It's like we're in Japan, even though we're not in Japan, we're in Hawaii. I really wish one of these game companies or series would, you know, just take the risk and just make a game in Japan. I mean, every single game developer and game series seems to express that, they wish they could go to Japan. They wish they could have a game that takes place in Japan, but they never do it. Heck, even in the Crew Motorfest, I mean, they went this far to make this map, or this part of the map, look like Japan. Hopefully, you know, maybe we get some type of like Japan like map expansion DLC or something. But this looks real nice. I like the neon, I like the design. But yeah, here we are driving another new vehicle, the Toyota Supra, new to the Crew series. Never been in the Crew ever. In fact, first Toyota in the Crew series. So yeah, it is nice to see some new cars being introduced into the Crew Motorfest. It's nice. It sounds so good. Although I do like this version of the Toyota Supra. We gotta check out the normal version and see what we can do to it. See what type of customization it gives us. But you know, the sad part about this, and I think I've kind of already explained this already, like, you can't really drive any of your own personal cars in this particular race. I mean, you can race this same exact track in the same exact way, but like with all design, like the neon, the dragons, all this, like you can't do that with your own personal vehicles, and that's what kind of sucks about these playlists. I mean, they're cool, don't get me wrong, but if I can't truly experience them with any other vehicle, then, you know, kind of bums me out just a little bit. It's like, but still though, I can't deny this all looks good. Like, the game looks good, the handling is perfect on this Toyota Supra, and everything's pretty good. But I can't deny that. But you know, it's just some little issues here and there that I have with the game itself. I don't know when I'll address them, but I think I want to address them at some point. And I still haven't taken a look at the PS4 version yet. That could be a real fun video, especially if the last race I just ran had a freezing problem. I can only imagine how the PS4 is going to respond to something like that. But yeah, there we go. The last and final race for the Made in Japan playlist. So yeah, let me see. I think we've done about maybe 2 or 3 playlists. Maybe 4. Yeah, I think we've done 4 playlists now. Not bad. Not bad. And I've enjoyed every last one of them so far. No complaints, no problems. Well, unless you consider the game freezing up in today's video a problem. But I mean, it's more of like a minor thing. Honestly, like I said, the game's been running perfectly fine for me the whole entire time. So yeah, really, besides that, there really are no complaints. Well, actually, you know what? There is a complaint. These little shadow cars, I do not like them. I mean, I like them because I know it makes the game a little bit more alive, a little bit more realistic or whatever, but I don't like it because it gets a little bit distracting, because sometimes it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the traffic cars and the shadow cars. Like right now, I couldn't truly tell if that was a traffic car or one of these little shadow cars. Okay, convertible Mustang, getting a little bit loose here in the corners. But yeah, that's one of the problems I have. It's just those shadow cars, which, interestingly enough, that feature where the cars are driving around the map is actually not so new, because it was actually in the Crew 2 beta, if I can remember correctly. You had cars and planes driving around the map, but you know, obviously you couldn't hit them. They were shadow cars and stuff like that. But yeah, this was actually a feature I think they wanted to introduce into the Crew 2, but decided to opt out on it. And after playing it on the crew Motorfest, I'm kind of happy they did. Because, I mean, I get it. It's to make the game map a little bit more alive. But it gets a little bit distracting. Just a bit distracting. But yeah, I will point that out. This feature where the cars were driving around as like little shadow cars and stuff like that, that was a feature that I do think they were trying to bring into the crew at the time, because it was in the crew 2 beta and I did get to experience it. Yeah, I think it was better if they would have left it out, or I guess give us the option to like disable it. Cause like I said, I don't mind it. It makes the game feel more alive, but just give us the option to, you know, disable that feature, you know, for certain times. Like for example, I want to cruise around and I just want to see certain things, but you know, you kind of get distracted because you're paying attention to like one of these little cars driving around, and you know, you're trying to cruise, but you don't know if that's a traffic car or if that's a shadow car, and you kind of get confused. So I don't know. But here we go, claiming our Toyota Supra. Looking real nice. But I really like these intros. Although, I do think for like at least some of the intros, they should like, you know, change it up just a little bit. So, you know, certain things are a little bit different. We're all done with the Made in Japan playlist. Alright, we got the Porsche playlist next. And I think that's like the last playlist until we have to like, you know, actually start providing our own vehicles. So, or at least buying vehicles so we can participate in the playlist. So yeah, I think this is like the last one. And then of course I got challenges and playlists and stuff like that to complete on here. Which again, do the challenges. As I said before, you know, these challenges give you some really good money, and over time it tends to build up. So if you do like one of these little challenges or even the side activities, you know, you'll get some really good money, no doubt. But yeah, I would definitely suggest going after some of those challenges, because you'll make some really good money. I mean, look at me, I already have $2 million in my bank, and I've only been playing for maybe a couple of hours, couple of days maybe. But yeah, it is what it is though. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, this is my 4th playlist in the crew Motorfest. I think at some point I do want to start checking out some of the cars in the game, because I think I've been playing long enough to actually get a feel of the game, and I want to start checking out some of the new cars, because some of those cars are pretty cool. And I'm going to check once again just to make sure. And yeah, unfortunately you cannot customize this vehicle. You can't change the livery, you can't change the visual parts, you can't even change the color. That's the one new feature that I don't like in the crew Motorfest, because it was actually possible to at least change the color of the car in the crew 2 when you got a car like this that was gifted to you. But this time around in the Motorfest, it seems like if you get a car like this, they're not gonna let you modify it. I mean, I guess the only thing you really could do is, you know, do some vanity items, but wow, you can't even do that. Okay, that's wild. I can't even put neons under here. Opinions. It's very strong opinions, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. But that's all the time I have for today in this video. I hope to see you guys in my next one.